Hey friends, Dave here with Transfer Express, and today we are going to cover the advantages of using custom screen printed transfers for printing on toddler and baby apparel. Now, regardless of if you're custom printing or running your own Etsy shop, it's safe to say that youth, toddler, and baby items are quite popular and give any decorator a healthy profit margin. Now, for this video, we're going to dive into those profit margins, and we're going to talk about how you can minimize your print costs to maximize your profit. We'll inspire some fun, creative ideas just like these in front of me here, and those fun print placements. Then we'll even show off some tips and tricks into how we could easily use our heat press, just like this one, to decorate those tricky to print tiny little locations that are close to buttons or seams. So are you ready? Let's get into it. If you are new to Transfer Express, we are the world's largest supplier of screen printed and digital heat transfers, heat presses, designs, apparel, and advice to help grow your t-shirt business. If you haven't already subscribed, we are kicking out videos like this one on our YouTube channel every single week. First up, let's talk about print cost. For these examples that we have laid out here today, these are all printed using our screen printed transfers or even our digital transfers. All of our screen printed transfers like Goof Proof, Hot Split, Puff Inks, or even our glitter transfers are exclusively available on what we call gang sheets. Now, gang sheets are the grouping of the same or different artwork all onto one sheet, which is going to drop the print cost of each image. And it drops it down so much that you can maximize your profit. Now, you always pay for the full sheet, not the amount of inks used. So use as much space on the sheet as you want. Now, gang sheets really come in for the win here on the toddler, youth, and baby apparel because of the smaller sizing of the artwork. As you could see on a sheet like this one right here, we've got tons of different artwork all nested nice and neat here on one sheet. For this one, we have a total of 11 images, which at 12 sheet quantity and one color pricing for our Goof Proof, the price of each one of these prints drops down to just 45 cents. All sized for printing on bibs, onesies, pajamas, t-shirts, and pretty much anything else that you could fit under your heat press. Now, if you are thinking, I don't know how to use Photoshop or Illustrator to arrange artwork like that onto a page, no worries. We have our completely free Easy View online designer over at transferexpress.com. Not only did we arrange all of the artwork that we had for our gang sheet in there, but every element on the sheet was made from one of the thousands of customizable layouts, clip art, or fonts that you could use. So if you want to learn more about Easy View Online Designer and gang sheets, we've got some additional content linked right up here and resources linked in the description below. Now, let's take a peek at some of these creative printed items. This first example that we're going to go over today is just a sweet little toddler dress decorated with our glitter transfers in the blue color. Now, on this one, the level up on a left chest for the little gamer in your lives and little space invaders or centipedes here on the sleeve. And then, of course, if you turn it over right on the non-functional flap on the rear end, it does say game over. This little dress here decorated with trendy puff inks and different elements from the gang sheet with a nice raised texture and pattern here, giving you an awesome little dress again, but with maximized printing area. Of course, not just apparel, but bibs and burp cloths are super popular and very easy to print as well. This one right here for the dads, the late night drinking buddy. Next up, this little romper jumper with a nice print area here, and these little buttons just come right off for easy on and off, making this a super popular cute style for babies, and also really easy to heat print when you could get those buttons out of the way. Now, one really awesome, cool thing that you could do with screen printed transfers is also print on these stuffed animals. Now, the stuffed animals are made specifically for embroidery or decoration, so the padding inside is pretty much just a pillow. A little zipper pulls it out and allows you to hoop it for your embroidery machine or put it back onto your heat press. Now here, more of a traditional onesie. This is the future Menor Cardinals football player for maybe the football coach or somebody who went through that Menor system or is from that city. Now it's also super affordable to print this and ultra customizable. So you can make this for any team or city or school. The sky is the limit. The next item that I want to talk about is this awesome little sleeper with the nice pattern on the edges and a full color, ultra color soft print. My favorite thing here on the table is this nice little dress, of course, with a unique print location, not in that center chest area, but on that lower side. It is using our pearl prints as well, so it has an awesome little glimmer, shine in the ink that's not overbearing, and it's a little bit toned down from, say, our glitter prints, but one step up in that reflectiveness over the metallic ink colors that are available in Goofproof. All of these items are super adorable and super profitable. They just look fantastic. But I want to show you some tricks for heat pressing these items on your heat press to avoid any frustration and ruined garments. Believe me when I say that these plastic buttons are heat sensitive, they will melt into your heat press. So let's avoid that, and I'll show you how. So we have our artwork here. Now we do have installed on our 16x20 Hotronix autoclam the tag-along platen. And just another use, if you do have one of these tag-along platens, while it is awesome to print the inside tag at the same time that you're printing the front of the t-shirt, you could also easily do sleeves or inside tags by themselves and just bringing them up using this pad only. Now we could check our artwork, and it is so close to fitting, but it wouldn't fit. So when we are printing anything, like we're going to be printing our onesie here today, we have a lot of seams that are quite thick, as well as some of these little metal snaps on the top and bottom. Now while these will not melt, they will interfere with the pressure and not give you a good print. We want to make sure we have a nice, firm, even pressure and heat getting to our printing area with none of those seams or buttons getting in the way. What you could essentially do here is just lay this over this tiny little pad where we would be normally printing our t-shirt and lay your graphic there, but we're just a little too big for that here. Now another way that you could do it is by using a mouse pad and any regular platen, which is what I'm going to show you today. Now, the mouse pads that we sell are just these blank white polyester, and you commonly see these used for sublimation. At only $3 a piece or whatever, they're super easy to cut down, and you're not wasting too much money if you're only going to use this size once. So what we're going to do is just take this and fit it right inside our onesie right here. We're going to want to make sure that we stay away from any collars, seams, or anything else like that, and make sure that those are off of our printing area. I just stuffed the tag back in there. You could see our mouse pad on the inside raises that print area so that all of these seams and everything will be farther down on the platen, where the upper platen is going to be contacting that, giving us a nice firm pressure right in that area. Now when you're pre-pressing, it's always great to check pressure. Now that we've raised the printing area, it's going to be a little tight. But as we're removing that moisture, we can see that we'll just back the pressure off a little bit, put it back on. It locks down with a 6 or a 5, which is right in our medium to firm pressure range that we're looking for our Goofproof transfers, what we're going to be printing today. We'll take our Goofproof transfer on our pre-pressed garment, lay it down right in the middle there, and we'll press this for 4 to 6 seconds at 365 degrees. So let's give it a press. Now our Goofproof is a hot peel, so as soon as the press opens, go ahead and peel the carrier paper away immediately, and there you have it. Now if you did want to print, then on the other side, a little something on the bottom or the back, just repeat the same exact steps and you could get the same exact results on the back side here. Now, say you do have some specialty platens like the round bag platen. for printing on gym bags or any duffel bags, this would work fine as well, just swapping out the platen, especially with the quick change mechanism for any of the Hotronix presses. The same if you're doing something a little bit larger, using the 8x10 and being able to reduce that printing area to get any seams or buttons out of the way. Say if we're doing one of those larger pajama sets for a toddler who's 3 or 4 years old. Easy as that, you could print onesies with outstanding results where it looks, feels, washes, and wears like it's screen printed. Really doesn't get any easier than this. And that's all we've got for today's video. If you think we missed anything, or if you have tips and tricks of your own, just let us know in the comments section below. We are pushing out new videos like this one every single week on the Transfer Express YouTube channel, so if you are not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the button, it's right there, just click it. As always, we are happy to help in any way we can for the apparel decorating community. If you need to reach us, you could always call or email info@transferexpress.com or leave a comment below. We respond to them all the time. And until next time, I'm Dave. Happy pressing.